hope you're having an amazing day. So as you saw from the title of the video, we are doing some YouTube forgotten favorites, and it was just some things that I noticed that people were talking about like maybe a couple weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago, that was like a cult favorite, and now it's kind of like, where are they now, because nobody's using them anymore. And if you're interested, the eyeshadow that I have on my eyes is from the Beauty Creation Espresso Yourself palette. I forgot the name. Yeah, that one's a beautiful palette. I finally brought it out and started playing with it again, and it's really nice. I did just film my top 8 on the 8th video, so you might notice that my makeup is the same. I am pre-filming a lot because I just want to have stuff ready to go, and so I'm not stressing out. I did put my hair up because it's hot. It's like this. That's what I always tell you guys. It's too hot. I can't. Today's too hot, and my hair is kind of wet, but you know, oh well. I feel more comfortable like this anyway. I just don't like my hair in my face, and yeah, I don't know how I'm feeling about today's makeup. I feel like my wings came out kind of not even, but that's life. So let's get into it. If you are interested, just keep on watching. So the first one that I have on the list is the Benefit Hoola matte bronzer, and that is one that was super popular. And you know what, I am gonna move over so we could look at the pictures. So yeah, so the Benefit Hoola matte bronzer, that one for the mini, it retails for $16 and the regular size is $30. That's just one that I remember people were raving about nonstop. They came out with like 2 new shades or something, and yeah, so the hype came back when that came out, but then after that it kind of died off again. I think the Physicians Formula butter bronzer kind of took over their reign on everybody's like bronzer train, because I haven't heard anyone else talking about the Benefit Hoola anymore. It's kind of like it's a forgotten favorite for people. I personally have never used it, but I heard that it's amazing. But I don't know, I've never bit the bullet. I think that you can find bronzers for a cheaper price that work just as well. I don't know. Yeah, let me know if you have it. Let me know if you still use it in your everyday routine and stuff. I just haven't heard anyone else talking about it anymore. Next one on the list is the Milani Luminoso blush, and that one retails for $7.99. That was one, if we didn't hear about it in every single video, I remember people like, oh, my Milani Luminoso, that it was a dupe for the NARS Orgasm blush. And honestly, like, I don't hear anyone using, like, bringing it out anymore. I don't know if people still own it. I did purchase it because I fell into the hype, but I learned throughout my makeup journey that I'm not into luminous blushes. I just don't. I rather have like a highlight. So that's what I learned on my own. So I gave away my blush, my Luminoso blush, to my sister, and I think she uses it. But yeah, I just wasn't into it. I felt like it didn't really have that much color. It was like a little tinge of like orangey color in there, but mostly was like more highlight than blush. And yeah, I wasn't into it. But I haven't heard anyone talking about it. So who knows, where is the Milani Luminoso now? Like, I don't hear anyone talking about it. Next one is the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus, and I hear a little bit of people talking about it, maybe here and there, but not as much as I used to hear about it. You know, it was everybody's like fave, but then we learned that it's not actually a setting spray, that it was just a refreshing spray or something, and then they came out with a bunch of like scents and stuff, but I haven't heard anyone really raving about it anymore. Those do retail for $28. I remember I used to have one. I really love the smell. It smells really good. Oh, this was years ago though, so I have never like gone to MAC. I don't even go to MAC. Like when I go to Macy's and stuff, I just stick to Benefit, Too Faced, like that little section. So that one I haven't heard anyone talking about anymore either. So where is it now? Because I haven't heard anyone talking about it. The next one on the list is the Wet n Wild highlight, and I think the most popular one was Precious Petals. Those do retail for $5.49. I don't know if they stopped talking about it because of the whole Wet n Wild situation that happened like a couple months ago, or it's just like it's not popular anymore, because I remember back in the day it was like everyone had those highlights. I did buy one orangey one. It was like Blossom something. But it was too orange for my skin tone. It wasn't the right shade for me, and it was okay. I don't know, maybe because I bought the wrong shade. I just never wanted to purchase the other one, and those retail for $5.49. I don't know if I mentioned that, but yeah, let me know if you own any of those. I know they were super hyped and people were loving on them, but I don't hear anyone talking about those anymore. Next one is NARS Orgasm. That one retails for $30. I know NARS came out with like a kit, because I've been to Sephora these couple days and they still have it like on display. It's like the NARS kit where the Orgasm kit or something, where it comes with a palette, a lip gloss or something. Yeah, so other than that, it's just like kind of they're dragging it out, because you know that blush was super popular and stuff when it first came out. For a couple years, like you would hear everyone using it, everyone comparing it to everything. And yeah, now I don't really hear people talking about it. I feel like NARS is kind of just dragging it out, and I know that that probably wasn't the last launch for the NARS Orgasm blush and stuff. So I know they're probably gonna keep bringing it out, keep bringing out palettes to go with it and stuff. No one's using it in tutorials, no one's like talking about it in their favorites videos. So who knows what blush they're using now, but it's not the NARS one. Next, we're going to Laura Mercier, and this is the translucent loose setting powder, and that one retails for $39. That one was like a super like cult favorite. Like everyone and their mom was using that powder. Even my sister wanted the powder, and I remember I was gonna get her the mini for Christmas or something, but I don't know, it's just too expensive for setting powder. And everyone would rave about it. They would say it was amazing and stuff, but now I don't hear people using it. I know they were comparing it to the ABH powder that just came out. They were like comparing the amount of powder that comes in the little thing, but other than that, people haven't been using it. Let me know if you've seen it around, because the people that I follow, I haven't heard anyone talking about it or raving about it or like mentioning it anywhere or in description boxes. Like, who knows what happened to it? Like, everyone's kind of hooked on the ABH one, and I know Jeffree Star came out with his powder and stuff, so I haven't heard anyone like rave about the Laura Mercier one anymore. Next is the ABH glow kits. If you guys remember, there was like a time where everyone had the glow kits and everyone was using them. My sister fell into that hype and she bought one, and it's a beautiful palette. Like, but are you ever gonna finish them? I don't think so. But also it goes for like the highlights that we already use. Like, are we ever gonna go through it? Maybe not. Those do retail for $40, and they're beautiful. I just never fell into that. Like, I don't know. I just have too many highlights to begin with, so having a palette, I barely reach for like my Wet n Wild palette and stuff. So I haven't heard anyone really talk about the highlighting palettes. I see the glow kits at like TJ Maxx all the time, or Marshalls, for super cheap. So if you're still like interested, those are available there. But I haven't heard anyone like bring them out in any like you know how those videos of Get Ready With Me with nothing new or something? Yeah. I haven't heard anyone bring it out, because that's not new. It's been out for a long time and no one's really reaching for those anymore. And I wonder why that is. But yeah, I haven't heard of the glow kits in a while. Next thing, number 8 on the list, is the Smashbox Always On matte liquid lipsticks, and those retail for $24. I did want to get this like gray shade that was so beautiful, and I would always eye it out at like Sephora and stuff, but I never really bit the bullet on that one. Yeah, people used to talk about those all the time. Again, I don't hear about it anymore. Nobody wears those anymore. What happened with that? I don't know. I guess because people are on the gloss train right now. I guess they weren't that good because people stopped using them. So we're going to the Silisponge, the silicone sponge, which retails for like either $6 to $10, or some that cost more than that, some that cost less. And I see those all the time. Now they're available everywhere, but there was a time when the Silisponge was like huge. And yeah, let me know if you ever purchased one. I just never got to it. I don't know, like I knew I wasn't gonna use it, so I didn't. But like people were saying that it worked. Like I know Nikki Tutorials had done like a video on it, and she was like, oh yeah, it works or something. But yeah, I don't know, and nobody's using them anymore. I know that sponge came out where it's like a sponge and it has like the little silicone end, and I think it was Urban Decay that did that, but I don't hear about that sponge either. It's like so many makeup releases that we kind of forget about stuff that we used to love. But that one, I think it was just gimmicky because nobody uses it. No one that I follow has ever mentioned it again after like the hype went down on that. Glamglow mask treatments, and those can go from $25 up to like $82. And I did go to the mall the other day with my boyfriend, and we went to Riley Rose, and they have quite a few of these available at their stores. And they're like kind of expensive and stuff, but their packaging is beautiful. Like it's kind of like weighted and stuff, so it's really nice. I've never tried their glow mask glow treatments. I also saw some like mini ones at CVS, which is crazy. Yeah, they have some mini ones, so check out your CVS. It was like in that section right there when you get in line to check out, like those little like makeup things that they have sometimes, but no one is talking about it. I know they came out with like, they've been coming out with like the glittery ones, and no one's really excited about that. I know they came out with the Sonic one. Yeah, do people still use those? Because I haven't heard anyone raving about those anymore. And I don't think they've been coming out with releases, have they? I haven't heard from them in a bit. Yeah, so that's something that where are they now? Because no one's using them. Like, who knows? Number 11 on the list is the Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation, which was like super full coverage. That one retails for $36. Every time I go to Sephora, Ulta, the Kat Von D section is always kind of empty. I feel like she hasn't been like releasing as much as like all the other brands, which is okay because, you know, we're always bombarded with new releases. But at the same time, it's kind of like, are you not doing anything? I know she came out with something, right? Like a palette or something, but I don't know. But that foundation for sure was something that I would hear about all the time, that it could cover your tattoos, that it was super full coverage, that was like crazy pigmented on the face and stuff, but then people would say it was like too heavy, but then other people would love it. So yeah, but the majority of people liked that foundation a lot, and they would use it all the time and stuff. But also another one that I haven't heard about in a while, I don't know if because people are getting into like the light medium kind of train, or like the BB cream train right now, where they don't want super full coverage, but that's one that I haven't heard about. I know for sure people still use it. I'm sure like drag queens and like you know, people that do shows and stuff, I'm sure use it because it's super full coverage from what I heard. But like everyday people, like the people that I follow and stuff, they don't talk about it. And yeah, I wonder what happened to it, like what's going on. But I know a lot of brands are coming out with foundations at the moment, so we're being bombarded by foundation releases. Maybe that's why. But yeah, let me know if you own that one too. I never fell for that, into that train, the Kat Von D train. I've only ever purchased her Everlasting liquid lipstick, and I don't like it, so I don't know. I would probably never purchase that foundation. But if you did, why haven't you been using it? Because I haven't heard anyone else talking about it. Number 12 on the list is the Colourpop Super Shock singles. Those retail for like $6.50, and yeah, those were also a big thing. They were a big thing recently because people are doing a lot of declutters of their Colourpop singles, and you know, as we all know, that Colourpop is like bombarding us with releases every other week, like every week, every day and stuff. Like I'm always hearing that Colourpop is coming out with something new. I do really want to get their Sweet Talk palette. That's a beautiful palette. I've only ever owned one Super Shock shadow, and it was like this brick red shade, but I never really reached for it. I don't know, it was like kind of sparkly and stuff. I didn't like it. So yeah, but let me know if you own any of the Super Shock shadows. I know they have Super Shock blushes, Super Shock highlights and stuff, but like the shadows and stuff, people don't use those anymore. But I know it was like a big thing for a while, like to collect them and stuff. Let me know. I know they're still coming out with them. I still see like the releases and stuff have the Super Shock shadows and stuff. Let me know if you still own them, if you still use them and love them. I just haven't heard anyone talking about those. The last one on the list is the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation, and that one retails for $46. If you watch my ranking foundations video, you'll notice that I did mention that one as like on my wish list, on my shopping list, and I'm thinking I'm not gonna get that one. 46 is just too much of a, it's just too much money for a foundation that's a stick, and like you don't get too much product. For that one, I used to hear people using them all the time. When it came out, they were raving about it. They were using 2 different colors all the time. No one really had their perfect shade and stuff. But supposedly the coverage was amazing and stuff. I don't know how well it went with people with oily skin, but yeah, that's one that I haven't heard anyone talking about it. Where's the Vanish stick now? I see it at Sephora and stuff, and they're really nice and stuff, but what happened? Like nobody talks about it. And we made it to the end. So I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed filming this for you today. Everything that I talked about, the names, the prices, everything is down below. Let me know if you own any of this. Let me know your reasoning. Like, do you use it in your everyday? I'm sure people probably still use it, but they don't film with them anymore because of so much new makeup coming out and stuff. Yeah, let me know if you own any of this. I don't think I own any of it. I don't hear anyone talking about it. Yeah, so but if you wanted to know the names, the prices, everything is down there, as well as some videos from last week if you want to give those a watch. Again, everything is down there in the description box below. I upload every Tuesday, every Thursday, and every other Sunday, in case you wanted to know. I have my Insta handle displayed right here. I post a lot of finds and makeup shots. It's a lot of fun over there. It would be great if you could come join us. It would be amazing if you could like and subscribe. Of course, you don't have to. You are your own person and you make your own decisions. But it wouldn't hurt to give this video a like, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.